Back for the second period of play here on TimesUnion.com and the Sidelines blog. I'm Ben Myers with the play-by-play action for you from the Frozen Saber game between LaSalle and CBA here at the Albany County Hockey Facility. In that first period, CBA got goals from John Bassett and Drew Chrysakos. Number 6 on the year for Bassett. First score of the season for Chrysakos. We have early icing here by the Cadets. But 2-0. Brothers out in front, like we said. CBA comes in this game 2-5-1 on the year, 2-2 for the season overall. And for CBA, 27 goals on the year, allowed 31 so far. Like we said, the 2-5-1. But those two early goals here are going to already have LaSalle in quite a deep hole. Cadets came into this one, they've only scored 13 times on the season, and they've allowed now 32 goals on the campaign. Chance in front for Van Epps, but it's knocked away by the defense. And LaSalle has a chance to break out, and they'll do so coming up the left side with Kylie. Kylie shot on, blocked by the defense. Van Epps is there, but he can't get it out. Now they're going to get it out this time, and they'll try and go back to Van Epps, but he wasn't paying attention as O'Keefe brought it out of danger for now. Bring it back in this time with Cadman for LaSalle. He has it on the far side boards. Cadman works into the middle. Down in circles, wrister on, hand goes up. We're probably going to either have a wrist or a hold here. And actually, they're going to get a slash instead of a hook. I might have said a wrist there. I might have misspoke, but probably going to have a slash or a hold, but they're or a hook or a hold. Instead, we're going to have a slash against CBA, and a minute and a half goes on the board in favor of LaSalle, so they'll have the power play opportunity. They send off O'Keefe. For O'Keefe, that's his first penalty of the year, actually. Into this game with no penalties so far. Now he'll go to the box, a minute and a half for a slash. Already 15 seconds gone as LaSalle has to backtrack. Get it back in their own ice with Gardner. He had the handle lost for a second. Near hook there again for CBA. Van Epps will drop it back to the defense. It goes to the Betts. Betts goes high and tries to get it over. McMahon was there as he was misplayed at the back for a moment by Gardner. Gardner brings it in now. He'll lose the handle as CBA is able to clear again. It's going to be tipped and eventually it'll go back to Francesi in goal. 43 seconds left on the man advantage for the Cadets. They're having a little bit of trouble getting this possession started again. Now they're down to 35. 13:08 left in the period. They're going far side boards with Gardner. Gardner carries over the blue line. Wrister on, glove, and held. Back by Dakota Smith, and he throws out a little bit of an extra stick there. Clock stops. Exactly 13 minutes left in the period. 26 seconds left on the man advantage for LaSalle as both teams will get some new legs onto the ice. I'm Ben Myers, like I said, for the TimesUnion.com and the Sidelines blog. Draw won by the Cadets. They'll get it out to the point. Chance, shot, deflection. Save made at the back by Smith. Smith, like we said, nearly 90% save percentage coming into this one, even though he's 1-4-1 on the season. Played along the near side boards and eventually breaking out and bringing it in will be Swantek for CBA. He can't get it the whole way down, and now LaSalle's going to have a chance to bring it back. Penalty comes to an end though, and it's cleared over the blue line, but taken by CBA as they clear out to get this penalty over with a long pass and a breakaway opportunity. Chance in front. Backhander will be stopped and saved by Francesi. Coming out of the box there was O'Keefe hanging out by the blue line. Long pass up to him. Couldn't knock it in though. Stoppage. 12:21 left in the period. 2-0. Eventually control over to LaSalle on the far side with DiBernardo. DiBernardo working out of the zone, gets out into neutral ice. Hits a couple of sticks and goes up into the LaSalle bench. We have another stoppage here. 12:06 left in the period. 2-0. Brothers out in front. Draw controlled by LaSalle, but forecheck of CBA will keep it in the third of the Cadets. Eventually turnover there. Long shot, hard shot from the point. Came from Glennon, but it was knocked down and eventually cleared away from danger. Knocked off the stick and taken away. Now the CBA is going to have it coming back up, and it'll go over the blue line. Misplayed there a little bit by Jack Kennedy, but Kennedy is able to recover and get it over to McDonald on the far side. McDonald pass, gets it in for a moment, but then CBA recovers, and they'll put it back down the length of the sheet. In pursuit there is Stockman, but Francesi gets to it first and plays it along for the defense. Out to the far side, board shot on, another save made by Francesi there. He's made a couple of nice ones here from distance. That time it was Greenwald that had a go for the brothers. Near side boards, LaSalle trying to play out, can't do it just yet. Eventually, now they'll get it over it, but back in the neutral ice, it'll be controlled on the side there by Glennon. Glennon dumps in, and it'll be chased at the back by McDonald. McDonald has to play it on the 180, and they'll be on the far side boards before LaSalle's able to clear the zone. They'll come near side now, as Captain brings it in, and he takes a hit into the glass. Now back in the neutral ice. Cadman recovers though, coming back. He'll deliver a blow this time as it's stuck along the near side boards. Coming in with an extra little push there is Dow before the puck finally escapes and hits a couple of skates, and now CBA will have it out at the back. Carrying forward for the brothers is Betts. Betts over the blue line. Now it'll end up on the stick of Harrison, who has the near side boards. He can't get enough anything on it though. It'll go out to the point. Wristed in, and then it'll go eventually into the corner as Mail was the one that shot it along that way. LaSalle clears the zone, and Mail in chase. 10:15 left to go in the second period. Stops on the dime, fires it back, turnover in CBA ice though, and now wrister on. It's going to hit the defense and an offensive player in front, and eventually it'll make it through, but it'll be recovered by Dakota Smith. 10:04 left in the period. 10:04 left in this second period, and an opportunity for CBA coming back the other way. Pass across, try to get to McMahon, was too much, too far, and it'll go into the corner. Actually taken by Van Epps. Van Epps will move along the board, looking for a pass back to him, can't get it though, and they'll hold back there, and eventually coming away with it will be Gardner, clearing the zone and back in the neutral ice for the brothers. Defense tries to play a couple of long passes, and eventually it's going to end up on LaSalle stick, and they'll dump in, but getting it at the back will be John Bassett. First score of the game went to Bassett, his 6th of the season, back in the first period. Minute and a half into this one, actually. McMahon up that left side. Chance shot and saved by Francesi. Another stop there by the LaSalle keeper. He made 48 saves in his last time out against Queensberry. Credit Danny Stein of Fox 23 with that little tidbit for you on that one. 9:19 left in the second period, 2-0 in favor of CBA. Over that far side, Jack Kennedy gets tied up, and eventually arriving on the scene is Stockman for CBA. Now it'll squirt out along those far side boards, eventually grabbing, and now making a couple of nice moves, getting in on goal. Shot, but it's knocked into the corner. Came from Bassett. Bassett delivers his shoulder, has it on his stick again, loses control, but it's held into the LaSalle zone. Behind the net, eventually will go to Stockman. Stockman trying to get something going behind the cage, emerges with it, gets the pass back out to the point. Now it'll come back to Stockman in the corner, tries to move along, mishandles though. Eventually it'll end up on Glennon right there, a chance, but he couldn't get good tape on it. And now it'll go back to Stockman behind the goal. Pass through the slot, chance there, but he couldn't get enough on it. And with 8:26 left, it remains 2-0 in favor of the brothers. Eventually clears the zone back in the neutral ice. Greenwald grabs it at the back, and he's going to try and get things restarted through Bassett on the far side. Bassett brings it in, but he's going to be offsides. And we're going to have a stoppage here. 8:16 left in the second period. I'm Ben Myers for TimesUnion.com and the Sidelines blog. Be back in just a moment.